This is Saf from SuperSaf TV, and this is my success story for UKVibe.TV. I'll be talking about my inspirations, how I started on YouTube, advice for new beginners, and lots more. So my name's Safwan, better known as Saf or SuperSaf online. I think my Twitter bio sort of summarizes me nicely. It's YouTuber, filmmaker, selfie taker. Just a nice sum up there. And I have a technology review channel on YouTube, which is thankfully currently the largest and most subscribed technology review channel in the UK. When I was younger, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, to be honest. Quite frankly, I was a bit of a waste man. So yeah, but there's a few things that happened. My first ever job, which was a work placement. So for those of you not in the UK, you'll know that, or you might not know that in school here in the UK, you'll have a 2-week placement and your final year of school. So I actually had a placement which I wanted it to be in an electrical retail store. So I put down things like, you know, Carphone Warehouse, Currys and things like that. But I was actually put in a TV video repair shop. So it was like a little tiny repair shop, and it was, I mean, those 2 weeks were just very sort of depressing, really, to put it quite frankly. I was mainly just cleaning TVs, moving them around. The chap that I was working for had saved up TV license forms for like a year from all of his customers, and I was sitting there filling those out, and ZTV was playing in the background 24/7. So after having that work experience, I mean, it was a blessing in disguise. The way I see it, everything happens for the best. And that did happen for the best, because I sorted my act out after that, and you know, I kind of got into line and started working harder and got into college, and just took it from there, really. Well, the SuperSaf brand the name actually started off back when I was working in London. It was a nickname, so everyone just generally calls me Saf, but my manager used to refer to me as SuperSaf because I was doing some computer programming, and I was one of the fastest there from the group. So then he just used to refer to me as SuperSaf. Now, when it came to making my Twitter profile, my name was obviously taken, so it was Saf. Nobody can say or spell my surname. So I thought, let me just try SuperSaf, and it was there. And that's where it sort of started, the name, and it was kind of catchy. So then I just carried it on across everything else. In terms of how I actually started and why tech, I mean, I've always been a bit of a geek. So, you know, really into technology and stuff like that. But what actually happened is a few years ago, I bought myself a DSLR camera. So I've always been into photography, but never been professionally taught or anything like that. So I just picked one up and I just started teaching myself. And then what happened after that was I used to post lots of pictures on like Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and I'd get lots of people asking me for advice, like which camera shall I go for, what's different from this one to the other one, and I found myself sort of writing long sort of emails out to explain to people, and then I just thought, why not just make a short video to kind of summarize all of that. So I did that. That was my first ever video, which is I think about 4 years ago now, and it actually did pretty well. I mean, it got a few hundred views initially, which was like, whoa, that's really cool. So following on from that, I just started making some more videos around cameras and DSLRs, and then my brother sort of pushed me to get into different tech as well, because I was also into smartphones and stuff, and he said, look, why don't you move on to some smartphones, you know, cameras and smartphones are getting better, why don't you look into that area as well. And then I just started moving more into there, then just generally all kinds of tech, but primarily smartphones and cameras. The support in Leicester has been really good from the start, generally, especially from family and friends. They've, you know, been supporting me 100% and throughout. And even now, like a few of my videos, if there's something like, say if I've gone out and done a camera shoot and there's something that's recognizable from Leicester, and they'll be like, oh, you're from Leicester, that's awesome. And then, you know, like if I'm in town and stuff like that, you'll have you know, some people who'll be like, oh, you SuperSaf sort of thing, come over, get a picture and stuff. And I think just generally, you know, just the people of Leicester have been awesome. I do have another job apart from YouTube, and that's at De Montfort University. I work, so I work within marketing. So I do video photography, social media. It's something that I really enjoy. A lot of people ask me that why don't you just do YouTube full time, and that's potentially something I could do, but I do really enjoy what I do at De Montfort University. I've got a lot of creative freedom, and I work with some awesome people. So personally, I quite like that balance of YouTube as well as working professionally as well. I'd like to think that my videos are helpful. I check out lots of different technology. I mean, we live in such a technology centered world these days. I mean, everybody's on their smartphone 24/7, and people are putting lots of hard earned cash towards lots of these gadgets. So hopefully, my videos give people a little bit more knowledge and let them make an informed decision when buying a new product, and hopefully putting their hard-earned cash towards something that they'll be happy with. In terms of collaborations, I actually didn't collaborate with anybody until I reached something like 200,000 subscribers. I was just kind of like, I just got my head down and kind of got on with it, sort of thing, and I didn't realize the benefit of having collaborations, not only to reach a wider audience, but just to kind of have that sort of network of people. So I've done quite a few. Some of the key ones, one of the ones I did last year, I got lots of large tech YouTubers to feature on my channel to tell the viewers what their favorite piece of tech of 2015 is. And I just reached out to them. I had no idea some of them would even like respond, because some of these guys are huge. They've got millions of subscribers, but a lot of them were just absolutely awesome. I definitely recommend going and checking that video out, because they're just such down to earth and awesome guys. A collaboration that I worked on recently was with the F2 Freestylers. So once again, I mean, this was through a company, Huawei, who kind of put this together. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Once again, I mean, these guys are huge, international celebrities. They've worked with, Neymar Jr., Robin van Persie, all these massive names they worked with. And we were just like having a laugh on set, and they were almost like we had known each other all our lives, sort of thing. Really nice guys. That video should be coming out soon, and yeah, I mean, it got lots more collaborations coming up, hopefully, as well. My achievements, I think just the following that I've gained on social media and YouTube has been massive. The support's been massive. I think a key moment was when I hit 100,000 subscribers. A lot of you may not know this, but what happens when you pass 100,000 subscribers is you get a YouTube silver play button. It's like a plaque, and that's one of my prized possessions, because that's not something that I thought I'd ever achieve. So that when you got into those six figures, it just made such a huge impact. So that's going to be one of my achievements on my YouTube career. Outside of YouTube, in terms of personal sort of achievements, for university, I got a first class degree, and also got student of the year, which was awesome. Mom and dad hugely proud, obviously. Nothing's better than making your parents proud. So that was I'd say the biggest achievement outside of YouTube. I stay motivated by I think, again, it's the feedback that I get. I refer to some of my supporters, that they refer to themselves as the SAF squad. And as soon as I put out a video, they'll be on it, retweeting it, sharing it, commenting on it, and stuff like that. And I think that's what motivates me, because a lot of people think that just working on YouTube is just jolly. You just go there and you just have a laugh. And don't get me wrong, it's a really rewarding and a good thing to do, but it's hard work, and nothing worth having in life comes easy. That's something that I strongly believe in. And there's been times when I've been working on trying to get some content out, and I'll be like, I check the time and it's 8 a.m. in the morning, and I've been up all night working. But what sort of gets me through that and motivates me through that is the fact that I know that, look, I need to get this content out there for the viewers, and that's definitely a big motivation. If I wasn't doing YouTube, then I'd probably still be working for De Montfort University, which I do enjoy. On the side, I'd probably be doing some filmmaking. That's something that I'm really passionate about. Before I even started my YouTube channel around this tech, I used to do a lot of I used to try to do some short films and things like that. And that's something that I really enjoy, and I think that's what I'd be doing. In terms of places to travel, I love traveling. Not so much the traveling part, more the visiting new places, meeting new people. There's a lot of places that I've not been to, so I love to go to the US and Canada. I'd love to go to China, New Zealand, Australia, all of these places I've not been to before. I tend to not go back to a place until I've visited a lot of other places. So there's not any particular place I'd like to travel, again and again, but I just like going to lots of different places. My hobbies and interests, traveling, so is one of them. And also, trying out different foods. If you take one look at my Instagram page, you will just see lots of different food, but that's just one thing that I enjoy doing. I also like going to the gym to balance. I think it's important to have a balanced diet, and apart from that, just spending time with family and friends, and also photography is something that I'm really keen on. Sometimes I'll just grab my camera, just head out, with no sort of goal in mind, just go out there, grab a few sunsets and stuff like that, and I just find that's quite relaxing. I think my definition of success is doing what you love doing. um, because I think there's a lot of people define success with how big your house is, how fast your car is and stuff like that. To me, that's very secondary. For me, it's mainly about doing what you love doing. I see, like, if all you need to do is go into Facebook or Twitter on a Monday, and you'll see everyone putting depressing statuses up that, "Oh, I can't believe it's a Monday" and stuff. And I might have been guilty of that in the past as well, but I try not to do that because I think it's important to be positive, and I think that's what defines success: doing something that you really enjoy doing. Lessons in life that I learned the hard way, I guess, would have to be, haters gonna hate. That's one of the things. I mean, initially when started up on YouTube, some of the comments that you get. I mean, it's online, so you get trolls on there and stuff, and letting those sort of get to you. People who maybe don't want, maybe through jealousy or something, don't want you to be successful for whatever reason, and trying to come in your way and stuff like that, and just letting those sort of people sort of get onto your mind is something that I've got much thicker skin now, and that's something that I learned the hard way. That just don't get involved in all of that, and just carry on doing what you're doing. In terms of YouTubers in the tech community, it's a whole load of people. There's so many friends that I've got whose content I look at on a regular basis and get inspired by all the time. In terms of filmmakers and people outside the field, Philip Bloom is one who I absolutely love his work, and I'm really inspired by his stuff. He's one of the guys that I looked at a lot before starting my channel. There's a guy called Freddie Wong, who's also a filmmaker, and again, really, really like his stuff. Andrew Kramer, VFX, brilliant stuff. From Film Riot, there's Ryan Connolly, who again, lots of tips and stuff which I've really taken on board while watching a lot of these guys, and I watch a lot of their content as well on a regular basis. If I could be the most influential person in the world, all right, it's getting a bit deep now. What would I change? I guess this is a difficult one. Ignorance for different cultures and different people. I think it's important that we can all get along. I think my YouTube channel is a good example of that. People from all over the world, from all different backgrounds, all different walks of life watch the channel, and we all have something in common, which is technology. And I think with anybody, whoever there is, you can always come to common grounds, whatever it is, and you can all get along. Ventures that I like to follow, I love doing what I do. One of the things that I do like doing is presenting. So maybe if there was an opportunity that came up around that would be quite nice. And also some live stuff. I mean, one of the things that one of my friends did a few years ago, we did a speech, kind of last minute, for one of my other friends' weddings, and we were there in front of like 500 people, and just getting that response live from people to what you're saying, it's quite rewarding, and it's definitely quite a nice experience, and it's quite different. So I'd love to do things like that. The advice that I'd give to aspiring YouTubers and content creators, I've actually done a video on how to start a successful YouTube channel with my top tips. I definitely recommend going ahead and checking that out. But in short, I think it's very, very important, firstly, to do something that you enjoy doing and are passionate about. I think that's so key. I mean, I see a lot of people like thinking that, okay, if I go into YouTube, I want to be famous, I want to make lots of money. I think these are the sort of wrong reasons to go into YouTube for. If you're doing something you enjoy, then all of that stuff will come with what you're doing. So whether that's technology, whether that's whatever it is, I mean, stuff that you guys are doing is awesome. Like, you actually getting these success stories and things like that, and you're building that platform, which is great, and it's something that you enjoy doing and passionate about. You don't want to do something that you know nothing about, and just because everybody else is doing it or something like that. The other piece of advice that I'd give is something that I kind of picked up from one of my favorite YouTubers who I mentioned, Freddie Wong. And he said something along the lines of, don't try to make people watch your videos. Make videos that people want to watch. And that's something that stuck with me throughout what I'm doing on YouTube. It's no point going around asking everyone, oh, please check out my video, please check out my video. You're just going to be a beg. People are not going to watch you. Instead, if you concentrate on what people want to watch, and what people like watching of your content in your own style, do that, and that's how you'll be successful on YouTube. But I definitely, once again, recommend check out that video that sums up all of my tips on that. My advice to the younger generation would be to work in a TV video repair shop for 2 weeks will change your life. No, not really. But on a serious note, I would say make your own opportunities. Don't wait for something to come around. I think a lot of people do that. They'll be like, oh, something will come around, I'll do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. That's actually a line from Rocky. I think Rocky 3. But you know, you're gonna wait forever. If you're gonna wait for something to come along, you'll wait forever. Go out there, get it for yourself, and that's what I'd say. Make your own opportunities. Thank you for watching my success story, and thank you for UKVibe.TV for having me on. If you want to see some of my stuff, you can check out my YouTube channel at SuperSaf TV. And I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all of those. If you just search for SuperSaf, and the links will also be in the description below.
Try